Welcome to Political Points. I'm your host, Karen Durgay. This is the first of a series of broadcasts I promised the supporters of my Patreon page, all two of them, but I'm hoping to get more as word spreads about these broadcasts. What these are designed to do is to get my political point of view out there to the public. So I really hope I get more patrons, because otherwise there's only going to be two people watching it. But I'll be publicizing these on Facebook and Twitter and any other social media platform that I can think of. What brought these about were actually two things actually brought these about. One was the need for me to actually do something for my patrons, the ones who are supporting me monthly, and have actually promised to support me monthly. So as long as they do, they will have access to these videos. And the other is because the other thing that brought these about was I keep seeing all this crap out there regarding the state of politics today. I'll point out some of that in a moment, but it's just, I like to think of myself as a logical, skeptical person. Okay, I'm not a believer in any sort of deity. I'm not a believer in any sort of political party. I pick and choose based on facts and what I think is best for this country. I'm a strict constitutionalist. I believe our founding fathers put pretty much everything they needed in the Constitution to run this country. Since then, we've fucked it up. Yes, you'll hear me swear in this, so if you don't like cursing, I'm sorry. Let's get started, shall we? In this first video, what I'm going to do is kind of lay a background, a foundation, if you will, for my points of view. As I said, I'm a constitutionalist. Okay, Constitution, Bill of Rights, the amendments that followed after it, those are the things that we need to be adhering to. We in a lot of cases don't. And if we don't like the Constitution, then we say it's a flawed document. It's not a flawed, of course it's a flawed document. But the mechanics are in there to change it if it's broken. And we've done that a few times. I forget how many amendments we have. But that's the vehicle for changing the Constitution. You propose an amendment. You put it before Congress, or you put it before the states, and you get it put in there. It's been done. The first 10 amendments, they went in his body. And here's the thing. There was some argument as to whether or not the first 10 amendments were needed. One side thought, okay, here's the Constitution. The Constitution says what the government can do. If it doesn't say it in here, the government can't do it. And others, so, we don't need these Bill of Rights because the rights are inherent. Okay? It doesn't say in there that they can do anything about guns. So we don't need that. It doesn't say in there that they can do anything about speech or religion or whatever. So we don't need that. Because if it doesn't say it in the Constitution, government can't do it. Some folks on the other side of this argument were like, dude, seriously, people are hungry for power. Future governments are going to get in here, and they're going to go, ooh, well, we need to do something about this guy speaking in the public square. So we'll make a rule. He can't do that. So we need something in here that inherently says, no, you can't do that. So they drew up the first 10 amendments and passed it. And that's the thing that people forget. Okay? Seriously, if it doesn't say it in the Constitution, the government can't do it. And they put those first 10 amendments in there to kind of hammer home the point that these are certain things that you should not be doing anything about. I've taken a look around at the political landscape, and I'm very sad and angry about what I see. And a few times, I've seen people put stuff out there, and I've tried to gently correct them. And I get slammed. If I'm trying to gently correct a Democrat, I'm a fascist Republican. If I'm trying to gently correct a Republican, I'm a liberal asshole. I'm not either, really. For example, a couple days ago, in one of the groups I follow, and it's generally a conservative group, somebody wrote something about the straight pride parades that were taking place. You know, why are people hating on that? Because it's only people proud of, whatever. And I'm like, okay. First of all, for the most part, the straight pride parades aren't about straight pride. They're trying to poke the gay pride parades in the eye. They're trying to start a fight. Okay, and that's what a lot of these protests are these days. Doesn't matter who's protesting, they're trying to start a fight. And that's all those were, the straight pride parades. We're trying to start a fight with the liberals. Let's see if we can get some Antifa people out there to throw punches at us so that, we can punch back. That's all. That's all they were. Were there a few people there who were actually proud that they were straight? I'm sure there were. They were dummies. Okay, because here's the thing. Gay pride, black pride, whatever. They hold these parades because they can now. All right, 20, 30, 40 years ago, you would not see a gay pride parade because all the assholes would come out of the woodwork and beat the shit out of them. It's not happening anymore. So they're proud of that. They're happy of that. They can be proud that they're gay now. They don't have to hide it. And that's why they hold parades. Now those parades have kind of turned into Mardi Gras, with all forms of debauchery being shown off there. And it's no longer just gay pride. It's pride in any form of sexual difference, as being gay, bi, trans. The bondage community comes out to play during those. And so they've kind of lost their original meaning, but hey, they're coming out to have fun. That's great. Show off. Hey, this is who I am. Sometimes they get a little in your face, but you know what? You don't have to go out and watch them. You don't like the gay pride parades? Don't go see them. You don't want your children to see them? Don't take your children. It's that simple. To respond with a straight pride parade seems almost logical. Hey, I'm proud to be straight. But here's the thing. If you're a straight guy, straight woman, but more likely a straight guy, and you're walking out of your favorite bar after having a few drinks, it's very unlikely that a bunch of gay guys are going to come and beat the shit out of you. But that's what happened to gays. Hell, it still happens to gays. But for years, for decades, centuries even, that's what would happen. A couple of gay guys would come wandering out of the bar, they've had a few drinks, they're happy, maybe they're going home to watch the latest episode of RuPaul's Drag Race, and a bunch of straight assholes jumps on them and beats the shit out of them. People have been killed because of it. That's the reason they have the gay pride parades. That's never happened to you if you're a straight male. It's never happened to me. I'm a straight male. Now, I've been robbed, but that's different. It didn't happen because I was straight. It happened because I was a target of opportunity. And a lot of the people who were in the straight pride parade weren't there because they were proud of being straight. They were there to cause a ruckus. They were there to provoke. They were there in the hopes that somebody would come out there and try to start something. I think they were remarkably without violence, which I'm very happy about. But that's why. So I said essentially that in a few sentences, and I got jumped on by people who actually believed that the straight pride was exactly what was on the tin, and it's not. It's seriously, it's like white pride parades. Okay, let's have a white pride day. If they have a Black History Day, how come we don't have a White History Day? Well, for one thing, dude, they have a Black History Day because in a lot of cases they don't know anything other than the fact that they're black. They don't have ancestry going back to say whether they're Ethiopian or from the Congo or wherever. We, as white people, generally know our ethnicity. I'm mostly German, with a smattering of English, Irish, and Welsh. I get my good looks from Welsh. And we have German history days and English history days. If I want, I could find all sorts of clubs and organizations for my ethnicity. And if you're a white male, white person in general, probably so can you. You're Irish. There's Irish bars all around. You're Czechoslovakian. I'm sure there's a Czechoslovakian History Association somewhere around there. So you've got nothing to be upset about when black people go out and celebrate the fact that they're black. You don't need a white history month. Figure out which one of the Heinz 57 ethnicities you are and go hang out there. I don't do that kind of thing because I don't care. I know what my ethnicity is. That's great. It's awesome. My father, before he died, I know was trying to track his ancestry, wanted me to take on that burden. I politely declined because I don't care that much. My ancestry went into my genetic makeup, which resulted in, the face of a carny worker and the kidneys of a lazy slob because they're dead. But that's it. I care about what it's done to my body. It's done nothing for who I am. Nothing at all. So I don't care about it. Now, so what I've found looking around is that people just don't get. They don't. Okay, here's the problem. People get their political opinions from the internet, from the news media. Okay? And I see it because they copy and paste these memes, they copy and paste these articles, which are generally full of crap on both sides. And the thing I hate most are these false comparisons. Okay? This person got 35 years for stealing a loaf of bread, and this person got 5 days for raping and killing 3 people. What's the difference? This person's black, this person's white. Well, no, that's not the only difference. Okay? This person was tried in Iowa by a judge who was an asshole. This person was tried in New York City by a judge who was also an asshole. Apparently, neither judge had any real knowledge of the criminal justice code. And what were the extenuating circumstances? Yes, this person stole a loaf of bread. What else did they do? You don't say. This person raped and killed 3 people. What else happened there? You don't say. So you can't make those kind of comparisons. It's like comparing apples and potatoes. 2 different things. And I hate that. Because that just makes, gives them an excuse to continue their political opinion. And they see memes or articles that support their opinion, and that's what they post. And I have posted articles that, yes, support my political opinion, but also change my political opinion somewhat, change my point of view about things. Okay, one of the reasons why I consider myself a libertarian is because libertarians are strict constitutionalists, which the Republicans are supposed to be. The Democrats, well, they give a passing glance at the Constitution while they're trying to pass some unconstitutional law. But I'll post an article, and if it doesn't agree with the opinions of certain people, they will throw everything they've got at proving that article wrong. Which, on one hand, I'm okay with, because it shows me that they're motivated, and it shows me that hopefully they've actually read the article. On the other hand, I look at the stuff they post, and it is all political talking points from their point of view. Okay, stuff that they've, not their own opinions, but, somebody else's opinions that are backed up by a few facts, and they throw that in there to, disprove my argument. Now, on the gripping hand, at least there's a conversation going on, and we're not yelling at each other. So, that's an important thing. These videos are going... I've got several things I want to talk about. Gun control. You know what? We may just go through the whole Bill of Rights. That would be interesting. Because it's important that we understand what they're about. Just as an aside, the thing I find most amusing is that the two people, and I consider them friends, who argue with me most are from Europe. One's from Germany, one's actually in Wales, I think. He might be a cousin of mine. But yeah, they're not even American. Yeah, they're from the other side of the Atlantic. So, that's kind of interesting to me. I don't know what to make of that. But anyway, we're going to do that. We're going to explore the Bill of Rights. We'll go through the first 10 minutes, and we'll talk about those and how they apply and how they should apply to American life. I think it'll be good. So, until the next time, be free.